I'm Kathy Ferrier from Wellington, New Zealand. I've been a teacher for more than 20 years and I have created Lanky Hippo books. I came up with the idea of making them highly engaging by basing them around what children really want to learn about. They love to learn about animals, scientific information actually. So Lanky Hippo books were born. The Lanky Hippo books create a real beginning point for learning to read. They engage children with beautiful images. They focus on the very earliest of skills, finding a word on page, looking for the start of that word. They introduce a letter sound. The series has 30 books. Pre-Level 1 has 8 books. Level 1 has 8 books. Level 2 has 6 books. Levels 3 to 5 have 8 books. Each book is part of a learning sequence, both in literacy and in science content. Lions and Tigers introduces 1 word on a page, progressing to 2. It introduces the word little and introduces the letter sound for the letter L. Little and Big reintroduces the word little and also introduces the word big. It familiarises the learner further with the letter sound for L. Turtle uses both big and little and introduces the letter sound for T. Fabulous Fish uses the words big and little and familiarises the learner with the letter sound for F. The 2 books about Rhino use words beginning with familiar letter sounds. The letter sounds for F, for T, for L. They use little and big at the start of a sentence, and they introduce the letter sound for the letter R. The books at each level have their own unique sequence for learning. The unique feature of Lanky Hippo books is that all the learning content is present within the book. There are flaps on the covers. Front cover flaps are for the learners, helps them reflect on their learning, and inside that flap there are opportunities for engaging in extra conversation. On the back flap there is content that suggests a learning and teaching sequence, and on the very back page there's also a learning guide to know exactly what kind of information is present in each book. There's also the opportunity to help practice writing these letters. Another unique feature of Lanky Hippo books is the blue dot. It helps learners find the beginning of a word so that they can focus on the beginning sound if it's familiar to help read a word. The learning is really structured and prioritised actually in how it delivers the strategies and gives learners plenty of opportunity to practice on carefully sequenced texts where vocab is introduced and becomes familiar from one book to the next. The content is really engaging. They are designed to have picture book qualities, a picture book feel to them. All the books are written around animal behaviours and characteristics. The book about the ostrich, where ostriches are thought to put their head in the sand, is actually explaining the defensive behaviour that ostriches display. Roughly 50% of the books are illustrated and 50% are using photographic images, purely non-fiction. The illustrations were done through Massey University as coursework for third-year students, and some of those students went on to complete the illustrative work for me. Their brief is to produce a different style from book to book to give that picture book quality, and I think they've done a brilliant job. The books are New Zealand made, from the writing to the illustrations to the printing and the publishing. The best part about making these books is when they're finished and they're trialled or being used by children or teachers, is to see how the children rush up to see what's inside today's book, or to hear how teachers have got so much just naturally coming from children with questions and comments. Lanky Hippo books are distributed by Edify.